this is Russ. Yeah, I'm back out on the road again. What am I riding today? Well, I'm riding a cargo bike today. Yeah, this is the Lectric Expedition 2 that I'm riding. And the Expedition 2 actually has 2 batteries on here. Let me show you real quickly. Let me just pull off to the side here. This is the Expedition 2. This is a cargo bike. But if you see down over here, there's 2 batteries there. I'm just using one of them. I was able to turn this one on with the button here. I did not turn this one on. I'm just going to use the 1 battery here today. Let's get back on. Let's talk a little bit first. So usually, as you know, when I'm riding, I try to be safe as much as I can. I'm usually wearing gloves. I have safety vest on for visibility. I have a helmet on with lights on it for more visibility and for safety. My helmet is rated to 28 miles per hour, so I try my best to stay safe. And when I charge batteries, I try to stay safe too, but I always had a little bit of worry in the back of my mind when I'm charging a battery. I don't know about you, but you might also have the same basic fear because everyone's heard about potential battery fires with lithium-ion batteries. Well, a lot of times when that fire happens, it's usually during the time it's being charged, okay? Improper charging techniques or leaving it on the charger too long. You know, how do you protect yourself? Well, I've always said never charge the battery away from your sight. In other words, don't charge a battery and then walk away from it and then go shopping or something like that and then come back a couple hours later. Don't ever do that. You want to stay in the home that you're charging in case there is a potential issue that happens. You're there to report the fire quickly to the fire department and put it out, right? But how do you contain that battery fire? Because if you've ever seen lithium-ion battery on fire, it continues to go. Yeah, one cell goes up and it sets off the next cell and sets off the next cell. There's multiple cells of batteries inside your battery case for your e-bike battery. This is why lithium-ion batteries could be a potential danger during charging time. So I've always said, you know, how do you contain that? Now, some people use things like battery bag. Have you seen the battery bags? Yeah, I always wondered, is that safe enough? I mean, it isn't, it's not metal. How do you contain it? You know, won't that melt, that bag eventually? I mean, it may be good for a short time, but not a long time if something happened. So I was contacted by a company called Yolin Technology. They make a product called the Yolin Urban. I can stop here, let this car go first, because they were there first. Yolin has a product called the Yolin Urban, which is the product I'm going to show you today. Yolin Urban is a battery charging, I don't know what you want to call that. Charging box? It's more than just a box. Yeah, it's a metal box. It looks like a safe. But it has a lot of things on it. And that's what we're going to talk about and take a look at, okay? And why I feel that this is a product that everybody should seriously consider. If you have e-bikes, you got to charge the battery, you might want to invest in something like this, okay? Let's go inside, let's take a look at it, talk a little bit more about why I recommend this product now. Okay, now that we're inside, let me show you this product. This is a product that I think everybody who has an e-bike and charges their own e-bike batteries needs to seriously consider, all right? And here's some of the reasons why, okay? Let's take a look at the product. Okay, let me show you the Yolin Urban unit. Now, they have a commercial version too, which is basically the same thing, but just a larger cabinet, taller cabinet, can handle more capacity, more batteries at one time. This one can handle up to 3 batteries at one time. Now you can see that there's a lot of things on here. There's a lot of display information here. There's a green light thing there. They also give you this. This thing is the thing that turns on the power to the unit. So there's a reset button here, a test button here. You just flip this up and you'll see immediately everything starts lighting up. Close this up. I'm just going to put this on the floor here. And so what you see here is temperature. Right now the temperature is set for degrees Celsius. So it's set currently for the ambient temperature is currently at 25.5, and I set a temperature of 29.0 degrees Celsius. 29.0 degrees is, I don't know, what is that, about 85 maybe degrees temperature, something like that. You can set your goal temperature there for it. Yeah, another thing I wanted to show you too is on the side of the unit. You might notice there's a fan there. Yeah. So if it gets too hot inside there, that fan will kick in. A lot of safety features on this unit. There's a locking mechanism here. There's two locking mechanisms. There's a key that can lock the cabinet, but there's also a padlock you can put here too. So you can actually double lock the cabinet so nobody can mess with the charging time. Just pull this out and this opens up the cabinet. Now if you look at the cabinet, kind of hard to see things right now, but I'm going to show you what's on the inside there in a moment. There's enough capacity space here for, like I said, at least 3 batteries. But again, if you have a very long battery, then it may take up the entire shelf there. But there's there's enough for at least 3 if it's a standard size battery. Now the battery that we're going to be charging, of course, was the one from the bike that we used before, and that is this battery, which is a relatively small battery in length. So we could actually put this right here, okay, and it'll fit inside with no problem. I can do it this way, and you can put multiple batteries that way, and you can put your charger on the bottom if you like, or if you want, you can put the battery on the bottom, put the charger on top, because the electrical outlets are actually up on top here, okay. Now if you look inside, you'll see that there's a power strip there. There's a thing up on top, and there's another thing, a red thing that's over in the back over there. So the thing on top is actually it's a smoke detector. Yeah. So it's going to check to see if there's any fire going on. The smoke will kick that thing in there. If there's heat, a certain amount of heat, it will kick it in. That red thing back there is the thing that actually will turn on the fire. I don't know if you want to call it an extinguisher, because it doesn't really fully extinguish the battery, but it's going to set off a chemical thing to try to contain that battery fire. At this point, you would contact the fire department. And if you look at the 3 ports in the back for AC power, there's a blue light there. You push that button, that starts the whole thing up, okay? All right, this is the charger that comes with my particular battery. And so what I would typically do is I would charge the battery this way. Take the battery, there's a little charging port here. I would plug this in first, okay? Then I would stick this inside the case and then put the charger itself on the top and just plug it in, and then I would turn it on. There's a push button there that can turn on the charger. Now you can see my charger is actually showing a red light indicating it is charging. When it's finished, this will show green, okay? And my batteries actually has a indicator here too. It shows that I have 4 out of the 5 battery indicators, meaning that it's not really that depleted, but of course it is there. I always label my battery chargers too. It says Electric Expedition 2.0. So it's all ready to go. All I have to do is keep things here, close this up, and it's charging. All right. It's a very easy thing to do. It's not hard. It's something I would say makes it easier. Now, how do you know when this thing's finished? Well, you're going to have to check it. All right. There's no way to really know because the visual of the battery has been closed up inside the cabinet. You have to kind of get basically an idea of how long it takes to recharge your batteries, or how far down you think your battery is discharged, and then check it every now and then. Yeah, so it's easy to do. Just open it up, take a look at the battery there, take a look at your charger to see if that thing's turned green or not, or if it's still on red, and then you know. Yeah, if you're interested in one of these things, go to the affiliate link that's inside the description of my video if you're interested in one of these units, and purchase one of these for yourself. I think it's a worthwhile product because I know now I have better safety when I'm charging. I don't have to worry about things as much now. I would still, of course, double check every now and then to see how the charging is going, and then, you know, turn off the unit accordingly if it's finished. Okay. Anyways, if you're interested in one of these, go ahead and check the affiliate link inside the description of my video. Hit the like and subscribe button. I'll talk to you guys next time.